signal okay, because right now it's telling me transmission is unstable due to weak network.
All right, so Black, we've got people. Jen says welcome back.
So does
MBK Worth says back, and they're both mods.
Right now it's only coming out at 109 kilobytes.
So you have a weak signal.
Yeah.
So we may drop again, or you may drop again.
I'll most likely drop again. This place getting in here, check this out. I'm in a dock, by the way. Trailer's all the way back, and I've got a trailer on each side with this much room on each side of the trailer. And keep in mind, I've got an there is the wall. I don't know why it's so close it won't focus proper. Okay. Okay. Now over here. In and miss that right there.
Black Wolf Krista Graves is saying this.
Yes, the signal is going to be in and out because I am in a very garbage little location. All of these warehouses are blocking the signal. But I had to try to back into here with that in the way. If that wasn't there, I would have been in here in a heartbeat. Even though I'm extra long. Because it's not that much space at all. I mean, see in the mirror I've got that, and then you go over here,
Still buffering a bit since Jen.
yeah, it's still buffering, but there's nothing I can do about it for where I'm at. This area has always been so bad with cell signal. Even though it shows I've got a full signal, it acts like I've got nothing.
We're surrounded by a lot of these concrete kind of buildings, and I'm sure the signal through here is not good at all.
Yep. You can type stuff in too.
I'm saying, I said good morning to Jen.
I see that. You finally got it. Now that you're on there, do you want me to take your wrench away? Or do you want to...
I don't have a wrench.
Yes.
Already taken it.
No, on my screen I still see a wrench.
Oh, well, I don't have a wrench.
Is your name in blue?
No.
That is weird. That is weird. Let me see your thing real quick. I want to check something out.
I don't have a wrench.
I don't know. Maybe I dropped out again. Let's go to... Yes, you do, because you can still put people... Whoop. Just put Krista in.
It would have been accidental if you did.
Now go right back to
I have to go back.
See if it's keeping up or if I...
Hayward says, yes, I have a wrench.
Yeah. Yeah, see, I see you have a wrench on my side too.
Yeah, Brenda says it should I have a wrench, but on my screen there's no wrench.
It's because of the way you have your YouTube set up. So, like, you have the bigger, you've got it set up for bigger font so you can see it better and all kinds of things. You probably can't see the wrench because of all that.
Thanks for letting me know, everyone. Yeah, I am so new to all of this YouTube stuff and all your pictures. Your family photos.
I just had them tucked for my... Should be one of my sons somewhere.
live streaming. This is all very new to me. I'm getting quite an education. Good morning, Krista.
No, I did not get a chance to look at. I don't know if I saw an apology or not. Was it about the seat cover thing? Because I did see that. But you know, I was busy trying to find this place, and they've got it tucked back away. It's not on the street that it's supposed to be on. It's streets to get to it.
Good morning to all the wolf pups out there. Thank you, Krista. Yes, I will learn over time. I learn by experience more so than anything, hands-on experience. But technology is not my strong suit. It never has been. I'm actually more of a creative person, and gardening is what I'm truly, truly passionate about. Gardening and furniture restoration and all of that.
And being a thorn in your friends' butts.
Yeah, I could be a thorn in your butt. My name is Rose after all, right? And what do most roses have?
I know, right?
Thorns. Exactly.
No, all playing aside, she's a wonderful person, especially a wonderful friend, but sometimes one person is used to things not, because they've never been in that kind of situation.
We clash.
We clash a little bit, but she's learning. She's probably going to be, by the time we get to Portland, she's going to be talking to her friend when she gets out of my truck and into her friend's car. She's going to be, oh my God, thank God I don't have to do that any longer.
Well, see, the difference.
That black wolf is crazy.
The difference this time is when I was in the hospital with pneumonia in Modesto, and you left Sacramento and you drove down to come and pick me up and lead me back to the convoy in Sacramento. I had just gotten out of the hospital with pneumonia. I was resting. I wasn't feeling well. I tired easily. I still was having issues with breathing, remember?
Yep.
So when I rode with you then, I was very quiet, very laid back and mellow.
Not to mention, we weren't going that far.
Right. But we also did like the convoy in Placerville. We went to what was that one shopping center where they did like a meet and greet and all that.
You also have to keep in mind though, I told you, riding in a semi-truck in a convoy is way, way different than riding in a semi-truck when he's actually out there carrying general freight.
That's very true, and I'm learning that. But my point that I was making is that before I was so quiet and mellow, and we didn't clash as much because I was recovering from pneumonia.
Uh-huh. But that's okay, we're clashing in a good way. It's not like we're at each other's throats. It's more of a getting to know you period.
Yeah. Yes,
getting
it's
to know
definitely
you.
gonna be fun, Krista, you're correct
Getting
about
to
that.
know.
Fourth.
And she talks over me.
You do the same.
What?
You do the same.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Of course you don't. You're too busy
I have
talking.
no idea. Right, I'm too busy talking.
Yeah. Plus with your little ADHD, you're all over the place.
Yeah, it's only at 100 kilobytes, so it's going to show a lot of buffering or a lot of skipping right now. This is just a horrible area. Am I still on there? Can you still hear me talk, or did it stop?
Well, I muted it so that I wasn't getting the feedback, the 20-second delay.
Let me see it, because it says that you have to just play and scoot it all the way to the edge and see if it stopped. Jen says, Rosie Patriot, we got you, girl. It will be a fun experience from Krista.
Yeah, I think it stopped again.
I don't know.
Well, Krista says she can hear you.
Oh, okay. Okay, good. We're still going.
Still live?
It's just at 100 kilobytes a second. Which means it's barely trickling in. Barely. Now today there's going to be an awful lot of the journey that will not be able to be live streamed because there's no cell signal for. I'm going to move about what 600 miles today, roughly, and a little over probably 400 of it has no signal.
Thank you for letting us know that you can hear us. Appreciate that, and you can see us, because we thought the stream went out again due to all the buffering and the poor signal.
And look, see? I'm always convoy ready.
Sid's over here panting like crazy, but he won't drink his water.
Of course not.
Now look at him with his little tongue.
Yeah. To water, but you can't make them drink. And it's kind of his fault for staying up there in the sunshine. He's got sun hitting his fur.
Yeah. Well, I also stole his seat that he normally is in.
M says, you're very welcome. Because you thanked her for telling us that they could hear us.
Well, I also thank Krista too.
Everybody. You thanked everybody.
Sid, do you want to be more in the shade?
I thank everybody too. In the Reno area, this is actually Sparks. It's a suburb. It's literally just as big as Reno, but they're like so close together, so bunched up that you're driving down the street and you can't tell the difference from Sparks to Reno because it's literally just one street divides it.
Hey, wait a minute. I take issue with this live stream.
Why?
Because you're getting all the look. You haven't even shown me or introduced me to your wolf pups.
They know who you are.
Yeah, but all they're seeing is your mug.
Right? But
What
you're
about
not
my beautiful mug?
You're not sitting over here, are you?
No, but you can slightly turn that camera
No.
so they can get a good picture of who I am, who your co-pilot is today.
No.
You know what? We're going to this prison, right?
Just a second.
Are you going to prison?
Just a second. Okay. Let's see if it works.
Hello, silly for him. Look at my beautiful face. That's so beautiful.
There. You can see us both.
Oh.
Sort of.
Wait, wrong. Oh, look, I gotta sit like this.
Right. You're way over there on the edge of the screen.
Yeah.
So am I. And that's as far as that mount will adjust. So.
Well, people like to put a face to the name or the voice.
Right. But if you were sitting over here, like Mrs. G does with Mr. G, then you'd
But
be
we're not married and we're not in a partnership. We're just friends.
I know. You afraid to be that close?
I have to social distance because you might give me COVID.
Hush your mouth. Might give you COVID. Does everybody remember why they love this one? Might give you COVID.
Well, you know, the cases are spiking again, right?
No, that's the spike proteins.
Don't forget monkeypox. You're going to be carrying monkeypox around and I don't know about it.
Whispers of Chaos. Oh, Whispers of Chaos, I think, is talking to you. Are you happy now? Say thank you.
Oh, yes, I'm very happy.
Because you're now on the screen.
Sweet. Sweet baby Jesus. There I am. Yeah.
Oh.
Good afternoon. I just want to go say monkeypox.
Monkeypox?
Yeah. Yeah, isn't it lovely how they're creating like all these
I'm wondering when they're going to come out with.
diseases?
I'm wondering when they're going to come out with the Megatron strain.
The Megatron strain?
Yep. And then the Autobot strain,
Yeah.
and the Optimus Prime strain, and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle strain. Maybe even the Snorks, if anybody remembers the Snorks.
I don't remember the Snorks. Was that a cartoon or was was that? Like one of
It
those
was a
kids?
Saturday morning cartoon.
Well, I missed a lot of television because I
You were in
lived
Germany, I know.
Yeah, exactly. I lived in Germany, and all we had was AFN. So we only had one American channel, and the rest was all the German TV shows. And it was so funny to watch German television programming with dubbing. Yeah.
Shirlene says, yes, we do. She's not changed a bit. Not a bit.
You know it, Shirlene. I've just got a little crazier with age because now I don't care what people
Gummy
think about
bears,
me.
yup.
Yeah, gummy, not gummy, gummy.
Gummy. Gummy bears.
No, over there they pronounce them gummy.
Over here it's pronounced gummy.
I know gummy. They even spell it wrong. It's G-U-M-M-I in Europe. Gummy. By the best gummy bears are by Haribo. H-A-R-I-B-O.
Everybody remembers Tailspin.
Tailspin.
Yep.
I remember Speed Racer. That was the cartoon my brothers and I always watched together.
I grew up on Speed Racer.
Speed Racer.
Go,
We
go,
would get our
Speed
morning
Racer,
cereal
go.
and sit down in front of the TV before school and watch Speed Racer when we did live in the States. Between
Talk
75 and 78.
Talk about a way to program the children of the generation.
No, wait, those were the long years. It was 72 to 75.
And you know, if you thought our cartoons were a little bit risque and adult back when we were young, you should see what they've got now.
Oh, the stuff now for children is horrendous.
Oh yeah.
It's horrendous. Look, I have these wires all in my face. There. Smooth the wires out of my face.
There's no moving most of them because that's just where they are.
I know, but look. Do you see that? It looks like,
I see it.
It looks like you're trying to strangle me this way. So I just moved the wires out of my face.
I see. I can see.
Oh yeah, Scooby-Doo is another one that we love to watch. Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
Look, I remember Grape Ape.
Grape Ape?
Uh-huh.
Never heard of Grape
And Heathcliff and
Well, you're younger than me though too.
Yogi Bear.
Yeah, Yogi Bear was one that we watched.
Grape Ape was pretty much done back in the day when I wasn't even born yet, but it was still a thing.
What was Grape Ape about?
I don't really remember, but I remember the cartoon. I remember having watched it. I don't remember what it was about.
Oh, Captain Kangaroo Romper Room. Yes, we watched that.
I grew up on Captain Kangaroo.
Yes.
All the way up until he had a heart attack and died.
Yeah, and what was the other one?
There was also Mr. Rogers.
Yes, Mr. Rogers. Welcome to the neighborhood. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Boys and girls.
Up until Chris Kyle, Mr. Rogers held the record for most successful shots as a Marine sniper.
I know, and you want to know why he always wore long sleeve shirts on the program? Because he had tattoos
the
from
Marine
wrist all the way
tattoos.
to his shoulders. Yep.
That's how, that's how I was always raised. If you got tattoos, you get them where you can cover them up for business purposes, for a job.
Yeah.
So, you get them done where they can't show if you're dressed up for business or work or stuff, But now everybody's got them all over their faces and up their necks and
I always
on
wonder,
their knuckles.
when people get all tatted up like that, like when they're older and they start to wrinkle up.
Yeah.
How are those tats going to look when they start wrinkling up with their skin?
Somebody's going to have a picture. Somebody's going to have a picture of a Navy SEAL out there with a big, about get in the camera here, about yay long. And when they get older and all their skin starts shriveling and wrinkling, it's going to be more like.
Well, am I allowed to say this? I mean, you know how men get tattoos of like naked women with their breasts. What's going to happen when they're old and their skin starts to shrivel? Does that mean the breasts and the tattoos are going to sag too?
Yeah. Yep. Pretty much.
I was raised the same way. No tattoos, no defiling your body. Yep. Lamb Chop. Oh yes, Lamb Chop was another children's program. But I have to say, Lamb Chop, that lady always annoyed me. So I wasn't fond of watching that lady with that little puppet lamb.
Yep.
Jimmy and his little flute HR Puff and stuff. I don't remember them. Yes, Krista, just like in real life.
Just about anything from Hanna-Barbera.
Right. Yeah. Well, didn't Hanna-Barbera kind of go out, and then Disney came in?
A lot of others came in
Yeah.
and started becoming more popular. See, when we were young, we actually had cartoons where they would walk and talk and move, and their mouths would move as they talked.
Right.
So it was more realistic, but then there was a whole generation where it's like the whole cartooning community forgot how to do that. You'd have a character sitting there going, while these words are being said, and then while these words are being said, and then they make these lines that make it look like they're running. Oh, the quality of cartoons went.
Yes. Oh yes, the Flintstones. That was a fun one to watch.
Yep.
The Flintstones, and what was the other one? Roadrunner and
Looney Tunes.
Yeah, Tweety Bird and Sylvester.
My favorite character from Looney Tunes is Marvin Martian.
Yeah, Marvin the Martian was good.
Yep.
The Jetsons.
The Jetsons. Yep, we had them.
Yeah. You know, even back then, though, think about the violence that they had. The violence that they had in the cartoons. But today,
Sigmund and the Sea
it's 20
Monsters.
times worse. I never heard of that one, Sigmund and the Sea Monsters.
Neither have I. Land of the Lost. I grew up watching that too. I loved it.
Sid, you need water? Let's put you on the floor with the water.
Grew up watching Doctor Who.
Was Doctor Who a cartoon though, or wasn't that more like a
No.
black and white?
It wasn't a cartoon, but it was programming that
Yes.
most children got to watch with their parents. You know, because everybody seems to love it, just like Star Trek.
Yeah, Yosemite
whenever
Sam
Star
was
Trek was
fun.
on, we were watching that.
Bugs Bunny was good. Oh, I gave him too much water. Way too much.
So right now I'm really testing out this little fan that I bought that works. I've got it setting over the top of the AC vent up front so that I can try to keep it in the mount. See if it keeps it cool. It's in direct sunlight right now, so it hasn't overheated yet.
Little Sid was thirsty, so I put some water down.
Can't. Anybody remember Charo?
Charo?
Everybody remember Charo?
I remember Charo.
She always had that big hat full of fruit.
Yes, exactly.
Yep. Cha-cha-cha. Right?
You know, the old black and white programming too, like from the 50s and 60s was good.
There was Knight Rider and Chips. And
That was later. That was the 80s, wasn't it? 70s, 80s?
Right, but there was $1 Million Man, there was Wonder Woman,
Charlie's Angels.
Charlie's Angels.
See, I never got to see all those when they actually were on air. I learned about them through reruns when I returned to the States as a teenager, and then even later in my adult life.
Uh-huh. What was that Western that was always on that we always had to watch?
Bonanza or Gunsmoke?
Both of them, Bonanza and Gunsmoke. We had to watch them both.
Why did you have to watch them? Were you
Because we had to
forced by
watch
gunpoint?
what Dad was watching.
Oh, gotcha.
We only had one TV in the house growing up.
Yeah.
Well, excuse me, we had two. One that we could use, the whole family, and one that was in his bedroom that only he used.
And remember in the olden days when you had the actual rabbit ears and they were on top of your TV?
Right.
And if you would have to try to get better reception, so you would like wrap your rabbit ears up in aluminum foil.
Nope. Back then, if we didn't wrap up the ears, my dad would just pick me up and move me to a different spot in the room. Because for some reason, wherever I was sitting was affecting the rabbit ears.
Well,
So as long as I moved to a different location, it would either get better or worse.
Right.
So he would move me around until he found a spot in the room where I could sit without messing with the TV reception.
oh, somebody's saying, let's see, we're talking about Chips, the Dukes of Hazzard,
Yep.
Bigfoot, I Dream of Jeannie and Bewitched, yes, Big Valley, Shirley and Mrs. Casper and Hot Stuff.
Sabrina.
Yeah, there was a lot of great programming years ago. You know, I'll tell you a story about my dad.
Hey,
So,
Wally, you were pretty hard on the beaver last night.
what?
Leave It to Beaver?
Oh, yeah, Leave It to Beaver, or Wally.
Yeah.
Wally, and what was the other guy, the other character?
Beaver.
No, but there was...
There were lots of other characters.
Well, there was Wally and
They
Beaver,
were
and
the
then
main ones.
there was the guy that was always really annoying.
That one went like this with her.
I guess it did. And I don't know what you're referring to.
Hey, Wally, you were pretty hard on the beaver last night. She doesn't get it.
No, I don't.
It's a reference towards Leave It to Beaver, but it's also a very adult reference. There's a piece, there's a part of it called a beaver.
Well, yeah, I know that, but
And Wally was pretty hard on it last night.
who's Wally in this situation?
The Beave's brother.
My mind's not going there right now.
The Munsters. Everybody's got to remember the
My mind's
Munsters.
not going there right now. I was going to try to tell you a story, though, about my dad. So I used to love Shirley Temple. All the old black and white Shirley Temple movies. And I used to always tell my father that I want to be on TV like Shirley Temple. And one time it was a holiday. I think it was either Easter or Christmas. I don't remember which holiday. But we're sitting at the dinner table, and my dad had on in the background, you know, black and white TV with the rabbit ear antennas, and he was playing a Shirley Temple movie. And I'm sitting at the table, and I'm like, I want to be on TV like Shirley Temple. So my dad says, okay, Rosie, if you want to be on TV, I can make it happen. So he came around the dinner table, he picks me up out of my chair, and he moves the rabbit ears aside, and he sat me on top of the television while he was holding me. And he's like, now you're on TV, just like Shirley Temple. And I started crying, because I'm like, no, Daddy, that's not what I meant.
Yup.
Anyway, yeah, my dad did a lot of neat things like that.
I have to get out here and see how much coolant I have laying on the ground now. See if it's a very bad leak or just a very minor one.
Let's see. We've had a lot of people, I guess, jump in here. Charlene, my Miss Casper, Hot Stuff, Gucci. You guys are mentioning some shows that I have no knowledge of. The Witch in Looney Tunes always cracked me up with her hairpins flying all around, says Stacy. Whispers of Chaos, Cousin It. Yes, Cousin It. I can actually do Cousin It. In fact, I used to do it in Germany all the time because my hair was much longer then. So here's my Cousin It. Hang on one second. I don't know if you guys can see me, but here's Cousin It. Can they see Cousin It on the screen?
Lean to your left.
My left?
There's Cousin It.
There's Cousin It. Yeah.
All right.
It's getting warm in here.
Yes, it is. I just switched the AC from the windshield vent to this vent. Aim those at you.
This is kind of fun. All the people recollecting programming that we used to watch on television when we were younger, growing up. Now so many programs on TV are just absolute garbage.
There was 8 is Enough.
Yes.
The Cosby Show.
Family Ties.
Family Ties. Yep. There was Different Strokes.
Different strokes for different folks.
And Red Fox was, what was that one? Sanford and Son.
Sanford and Son, yes. Yep.
Although Sanford and Son was not allowed in my house growing up as a kid.
Why was that? Too racist or... Elizabeth, I'm coming, Elizabeth! I'm coming, Elizabeth! Hold on, I'm coming, Elizabeth!
Yeah, no, I don't know. My parents were from a generation where that kind of stuff was just not acceptable.
Okay.
And I think it had a lot to do with just the culture. They're far more accepting of it now than they were then.
Was Archie Bunker allowed in your house?
Archie Bunker was, yes. We watched Archie Bunker.
See, now if they had Archie Bunker, or like even the Jeffersons, if those programs were on television now, there would be so much backlash. They would want those programs removed off of television.
Right.
Because they're not politically correct.
Hell, even Larry, Curly, and Moe.
Right.
You know,
The Three Stooges.
or the Abbotts.
Yeah.
They would not have been allowed on TV today.
Yeah. Everyone's talking about Whispers of Chaos, and I have never heard of Whispers of Chaos.
Whispers of Chaos is the name of a person.
Oh. Sorry.
WKRP in Cincinnati. Yes, my parents watched that all the time.
Yes, that was one of my dad's favorite shows.
I found it very boring.
You didn't like staring at Lonnie Anderson?
When I was a kid, I found it very boring.
Oh, so you didn't like Lonnie Anderson, like staring at her?
No.
Oh.
I wasn't into girls yet.
Oh.
I was little when that was a popular show.
I keep forgetting you're 8 years younger than I am. I am not as old as I look, by the way. Everybody can... Oh, that's what we need to do. We need to have a guessing game. How old do you think Black Wolf is, and how old do you think I am? Rosie Rowe. Start throwing it out there. And those of you that know us, don't tell our real age. Start guessing, folks. Like I said, I am 8 years older than him, so when you calculate how old you think he is versus how old I am...
So you're going to make me do the math?
Factor in 8 years.
You're going to make me do the math on how old I am?
No, I'm asking the wolf pups to figure it out.
I haven't kept track of how old I am since I was like 30.
But I know how old you are. Because you told me what year you were born.
Right.
And I told you I'm born on Halloween, so we talked about birthdays, remember?
Right.
And also I remember your birthday because you were born 2 days after my sister. But just a different year entirely. 10 years apart, as a matter of fact.
Well, I got to do something real quick. Hang on.
That's what I need to do.
How do you send the link to your mom in Facebook Messenger here? The easiest way. Watch. You close the live chat, then you go to share, and you can go to
Messenger,
chats, send.
Sid, you're fine. You're fine.
Do I need to sign a copy for you?
Sid, you're fine.
Carry your signature. Okay, and today is the 1st. 6/1/22. That usually carries a motorcycle, but right now my original hood is chopped up in pieces in there because I can't find a place that doesn't want me to pay $600 to get rid of it. Yeah, I hit a cougar, so.
Sid, you're fine.
Paperwork, we're loaded. We can get out of here and head on to where we're going.
Alright, you did say we're going to be stopping.
For fuel before we get out of town. I didn't see him leave. I gotta double check and make sure he unlocked that. Put my hose back on.
Charlene, which one are you playing? Are you not playing the guessing game or you're not playing the television game because you think you already won? I'm confused.
Okie dokie.
Okay, I have to sit back now and put my seatbelt on.
Yep, and I'm gonna put you guys back out the windshield because we're gonna be driving.
Rolling. Head out on the, what's that song? Head out on the highway. Get your motor running.
Whatever comes my way. Alright.
18 wheels and a dozen roses.
Alright, you can get out of my truck now.
You all know why I didn't become a singer, because I don't really have a songstress voice. I don't see anyone doing the guessing of our ages, Black Wolf.
Well, we may have lost them. Or they haven't caught up to it yet. I don't think any of them are really willing to guess our ages. I'm gonna have to go this way to avoid that.
We're looking at dash. What does that mean? We're looking at dash.
Well, that's because you're not looking at the dash. That is reflection because of the building across the street.
Oh.
See?
Yes, we're the wolf pups.
hit either trailer coming out with the
gotcha.
back end of my trailer.
Okay.
The problem is, I'm just too big for this. I can only go back so far.
Right.
Without risking hitting the trailer on my driver's side, because I can't see it because my nose of my trailer is in the way of my mirror now.
Yeah. Yes, Charlene, I know you already know my age. That's why I said maybe you playing the guessing game isn't such a great idea. But can you guess Black Wolf's age? Who wants to guess Black Wolf's age? Because I don't think either one of us look our age.
Alright.
Are we clear? I think we're out of here. You did it. I mean, I have confidence that you can get all this done. You're a very experienced driver.
Well,
I feel privileged to ride into Portland with you.
just wait till we're out in the middle of nowhere where I know there's no cops. I'll probably scare the hell out of you.
Find how far with this truck rolling.
I can't legally tell you on a public live stream.
Oh, well, my dad was a race car driver. I can handle
Johnny
that.
was a race car driver?
My father, not Johnny, my dad.
Come on, I was making a song reference.
All right, everyone, we're sitting still. We're waiting because he has to go check on something. And then I do believe we're going to be stopping for fuel and stopping for snacks and drinks before we actually hit the highway to head to our destination. Black Wolf said we're going to be driving approximately 600 miles today before we stop for the night. So I don't know what time it is. Well, I don't even know what time it is now. Oh, it's 11 o'clock. It's 11 o'clock Reno, Sparks, Nevada time. And so for me, it's actually 12. For me, it's actually 3 in the afternoon because I'm still on East Coast time. And I'm still feeling some jet lag, which you typically do when you travel. The jet lag on the convoy was really bad at times because if you drive through 3 different time zones or 2 different time zones in one day, especially when you're going backwards and losing hours and then having to get up at 4 in the morning to leave and roll out at 5 a.m. Woo! Some of those mornings were pretty killer. Trying to wake up, especially if you're not a morning person. But we did it. I did it. So honestly, I haven't really been following along right now with the convoy stuff. I'm not sure what's going on. I know they split up and trying to get different groups going. So anybody wants to talk about that or share about that, feel free. Shirlene, is that your guess for Black Wolf's age? Because if it is, you're going to win the prize for the day, because that's the correct age. I guess I should sit. I could sit this seat. I don't know how to reverse the camera. Oh. Let's see. Reverse. There we go. Oh, it's this one. I was trying to reverse it so they could see my face.
Yes, but now we're driving.
Well, I'm moving over. I thought I would entertain them while you were out of the truck.
I just had to strap down the load and put the doors shut and put the seal on the back.
Okay. Well, just check your stream feed and make sure everything's fine.
Well, see, now we've got a full stream. I'm trying to...
I think it ended again.
No, can't have. I've got full signal now. Everybody everybody, tell me if you're still there. Are they there? Let me see.
Give 1 second, I'm answering this. Yes, you guys are there. It says that they're there, and it says it's live down at the bottom.
Oh, that's old, I think. No, it's not. That's newer. Okay. Okay, see, you got the comment long before I did. There's a big delay between what we're doing here and what they are seeing and when they reply.
Yeah.
So we're still here. Now, which one have I got you on? I've got you on, okay, times 2 is better because then you don't have to see my windshield wiper.
Okay, but now mine's not playing, so I don't know what's going on.
What? It's because we're in a bad signal area for your cell carrier now.
Alright, well, we just have to start rolling.
Yep.
It's not my stream anyway, it's your stream. I'm just a guest today.
Today it's our stream.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just a guest.
You had to tend to a few chores. Well, that's nice. It's always good to get your chores done.